With the floodwaters receded in Reynolds County, the sheriff's office is looking for the driver of this truck at River's Edge Campground in Lesterville. This comes after looting popped up after devastating floods that swept in early last Friday. We are told this was a 1-in-1,000-year flooding event in Reynolds County, but so many questions remain. And First Alert 4 investigator David Amilati is working to learn what led up to so much destruction and why some may not fully recover.
It's easy to say, how do you prepare for a flood event that large? But we are gathering data that suggests many in Reynolds County and across the state are not as prepared for any future flood event. We have viewer video that we've shown over the last few days, the daring rescues by first responders in water feet deep during that flash flooding. Drone 4 showing you now that flood water in the days following. But only those with special flood insurance will have a chance at their losses in this flooding being recovered. FEMA administers the National Flood Insurance Program, and the latest FEMA data from just last month, in all of Reynolds County, there are just 16 flood insurance policies. Census data shows just shy of 6,000 people call Reynolds County home. First Alert 4 investigates has found Missouri is one of several states with the number of flood insurance policies decreasing. That is this year compared to last. The Show Me state is 9th with a 6% drop in policies. Illinois makes the list too at 17, down 5% across the state. So why so few policies? We're told income is a major factor. Reynolds County median income is half of the state's. A flood can happen at any time. Most homeowners insurance does not cover flood damage, so you have to pay for a separate flood insurance policy to cover your house, belongings, or both. And that is something experts say you should consider whether you own your home or rent. And a key thing to remember, there is a 30-day waiting period before your policy goes into effect. We will make sure to update you on air and inside your First Alert 4 news app as we continue to gather more information. For First Alert 4 Investigates, I'm David Amilati.